Oh, 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 I did not see you there. Today, I am going to tell you the story of when I was a wee little girl in Ireland. And this is how the story goes. Oh, it's you again. Well, if you are quiet, you may listen to my story too. Fetch me my cane, granddaughter.
Here, grandmother, Helga.
If you like to hear the story, come with grandmama. Oh, I wrote this story a long time ago, when I was just a wee lass, to remind children everywhere that things are not always what they seem. My great uncle Julius is coming into town. He'll steal my joy and happiness and turn it to a frown. He stole my charms and left me with Lucky. Oh, mother, when will he go back to Kentucky? I see his pointy ears and hear the jingles on his toes. He's a sneaky little fella, and I never know where he goes. Each morning when I wake, it's just another day, until my Uncle Julius gets in my way. Day 13, and I was getting suspicious. Early this morning I couldn't find him washing his dishes. He was upstairs creeping around, but when I went to look, he was nowhere to be found. His eyes are getting shifty. I'm feeling quite uneasy. Every time he looks at me, my stomach feels queasy. Maybe it's time I should talk to Mother. I don't think Uncle Julius is actually her brother. Day 20, and it's already night. I just heard a sound that gave me such fright. I turned my head only to see Julius's eyes staring straight back at me. He didn't say a word but gave me a nod, then ran downstairs, and I heard him, louder than a flopping cod. This morning, however, things weren't the same. He seemed a little stiff, and that's when I heard him sniff. He collapsed in a heap. I heard him bitterly weep. "Uncle Julius," I cried, and ran to his side. His arms shriveled up, and his eyes began to swell. I screamed, "Oh dear," then rang my mother's bell. I thought to myself, my mother will know what to do. She'll call the doctor, and Uncle Jules will feel better soon. My mother ran upstairs and came crashing through the door. Her eyes searched the spacious room, but never saw Julius on the floor. "What are you talking about, child? There's no one in the bed. We don't have an Uncle Julius. It's all in your head, and he's certainly not dead." The day passed by, and I wanted to cry. The uncle I once knew was always a lie. Then one day, as I was walking down the hall, something caught my eye, and I gave a loud squall. "Julius!" I cried, and I ran towards him quickly. I tried to pick him up, but my hands were too slippery. He had shrunk 3 times smaller and was limp as a dead elk, and in that moment I realized he had always been my elf on the shelf. So you are back, I see. I hope you have enjoyed my story, and I hope that you have learned your lesson. That Grinches can be elves, and elves can be Grinches, and sometimes people are not really people.
He's a South Pole elf.
I could hear that.
Bagel Productions. Bagel, which one is it?